Alright, we're in the clear. Ah, Friday, flippin', chillin'. So nice. I truly, God. I'm so glad that I feel like so relaxed right now. My head has been killing me all day. Poor me. But I took a couple of ibuprofen, took a shower. I'm ready to do this. I'm just cleaning up outside, putting out the furniture, and then these family businesses are ready to open. Okay. Hands, surface finishes. Let's see. What needs to get picked up right here? Oh, I gotta buy 3 items. Ooh, okay. So this will be for each of them. Okay, let's see. Start over at this far end, see what shows up over here. Yeah, there we go. Sell that. Okay. Surface finishes, house, painting. What kind of paint do you want? Green. That's very fun. I'm pretty sure there's some green coloring inside the nursery. Oh, it doesn't include that. Well, there'll probably be tiles or something there. I feel like I haven't introduced this video very well. But, you know what it is. We're here relaxing, we're here building. And we're almost done this project. I'll be very excited to get it done. I think if we manage to clean up outside today really quick, we'll go back to our house and do some little bits and pieces here and there of it. That'll be good. But if you are watching this video, you know it's time for you to just chill, get a treat, have a drink. Don't worry about the week. The week's over. You made it to the weekend. If you're not watching this on the weekend, I hope that the rest of your week's going fine. I'm sure you're doing a fabulous job. I believe in you. Ba, 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 ba. Service finishes we need. Ba, 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 ba. Gonna have to move these bins out the way momentarily. Let's see. I suppose the buildings that have back doors, they can get a bin. You know, makes sense. Again, I really only like the subway tiles for like subways, pools, dentist offices. Eey. That was a mistake. Hang on. Boop. How do I copy this? I go hands. Or not. Let's see. Okay, if I go store, surface finishes. Oh no, it's not hands. We go flipper tool. We hit R, duplicate. Nope. Find finishes in the store. Buy. Dice click. Like nothing was ever wrong. Whoops. There we go. There we go. There we go. Whew. No problem. Don't worry. Be easily fixed, whatever's happening. Let's see. So they just want a playroom on that side. Yep. Put it right there. Right there. I'm gonna run around the front of the building and see if it still says playroom there, because it feels weird. Let's pick this up. This music is a little intense. Calm down. Relax, chill. I gotta chill out. Think about my week. What I've been up to. Yeah, playroom. Oh, does it need 2 playroom signs? Possibly. But we can clean it. Let's see. Scrub. I was very glad this week. Managed to get another video up playing another game. You know, I like it if I can get some midweek episodes up. That's really nice. And I haven't done that since before Christmas. Well, did during Christmas. So since Christmas, we haven't had any extra midweek episodes. And played a little fun little demo, a little deck builder, dungeon crawler. It was nice. Let's see. Gotta sell, okay. Is that these? No. Is it these? No. No. What about this? Yes, that. Okay, we're all good. Paintbrush. Painting. Painting so that I can finish my thoughts. Okay, let's pull it from there. There we go. All the way to the edge. We lost it. Okay, let's try and do it section at a time then. Yeah, it was really fun. I only played the demo, but the early access is out. I recommend checking it out. Maybe add it to your wish list. Wait for it to be on sale if you want it. It was, like I said, it was very fun. It was very charming. And I'm just, I'm feeling pumped up and excited to do more things. And I don't know if I said this in my last video or not, but I did test out recording games on my Switch at long last. I've been saying it for a long, long time that I want to play games on my Switch and record them. Because I got a lot of those hidden object games that I love on there. So I'm gonna do some of those. But yeah, I just had to get over the like barrier of actually trying out the graphic capture. Now the sun already to go. Damn it, look at this mess. Yep, there we go. Look at it. Yep. Okay. No, keep painting. We're not done yet. All the way. Come on, reach up high. Reach for the sky. Yeah, that was super fun. I don't know if I said last time that I managed to... Yeah, I did. I said I managed to make an animation for YouTube. It doesn't fit the way I wanted it to, even though I measured everything. Like, the next video and stuff kind of, like, covers some of the animation, but I'm like... I could go in and change every frame to move everything up a little bit, or I could just leave it and deal. I'm wondering which one of those seems better. For now, I'm just leaving it as it is, because I got, you know, a million other things I need to be doing in my life. Other than just, like, doing stuff to make my YouTube channel feel a little nicer. And now that I've done that, I want to change some of my art. So it matches. Here. Get on the wall. There we go. Yeah. Unbelievable. Bum, bum, bum. Nice little drum bit. No, 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 don't move that. Yeah. All the way down. There we go. Got all above them. Nice, nice, nice. Very colorful. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. I was looking at the menu and I was like, maybe I'll take a break from just playing the story mode House Flipper to try the sandbox out once. That could be fun. Sandbox mode, just go ham. See what happens. Just explore around the game a little bit more, you know? I think that could be fun. Grab these. Put them around the front. So we can put out some toys. Boop. Alright, so that was all YouTube-based stuff. What else have I done with my week? I got a third of the way through this book on cross-hatching ink drawings. Been very interesting. It was very fun to read through it, write down notes like I'm in school about, you know, just like shorthand some of the paragraphs and notes that I thought were interesting and things like that. And just, you know, it's nice to get down to like some basic art fundamentals. So I'm lacking some of that training in my life. So yeah, just I'm excited to continue the book. I've got quite a few books that, you know, I used my Christmas Amazon vouchers to get, and a few books I got before that. But I just gotta like sit down, read them, and do exercises along with them, and not just read them, like take down notes and things, and like really suck it into my brain. But it felt really rewarding to do, you know, it was like 75 pages worth I got through. It was very good. Hang on. Here we go. Trampolines, good old death trap for the kids. Away from the trees. I don't want it to go too near the fences either. Nothing that they're gonna land on, you know? So that's just asking for broken stuff. It was either my sister or my neighbor or someone, like, you know, they bounced off the trampoline and then onto wooden fence posts that was lying on the ground because, you know, in the winter we had to cover it with a tarp. And put stuff down to hold it down that was heavy because, you know, you live in the UK, wind steals your trampolines away if you don't have that shit cemented to the ground. Yay. These are very cute. A climbing frame. Oh. Let me turn a little bit more. Good. You can easily access both sides. This could also be a safety hazard, because sometimes kids like to do that thing, you know, where you swing over the top of it, but... whatever. You know, I might move things around once I get everything out, but I will. Yeah, I'm trying to think, what else did I do in my week? So, did my little self-appointed art study... I had, just on the weekend, a lovely long phone call with one of my best buddies who lives in another country. It was really good to chat with her for so long. Okay, let's see. Anything right here that I want to move? That'd be really fun, you know, just singing this and, like, you know, seeing your legs go over the horizon. Very cute. Very fun. I'm gonna put this bench in the back here. Nice little bit of part shade. Very close to the kitchen. Little fun thingy in the shade as well. Climbing frame, I'm gonna put maybe over here a little bit more. Put the trampoline over here. So with it. I feel like this thing is just begging for kids to like climb up it and try and jump over here. Or jump from this onto the climbing frame. You know, I'm just like, this is what my dumb little troublemaker mind would get up to. You gotta move this over because there's not much space in the back for you to get in. There's also the risk of kids, like, you know, just coming down the side and bang into the tree. So we need to come into like a nice space here where it's not gonna hit anything. There we go. Okay, nice and laid out. Feels good. Oh, I need to stretch. Ugh. Yeah. Another reason I'm feeling so relaxed tonight. I just had like the everything shower, my hair's all done, because you know how it is. I'm recording this Thursday night, Friday morning. I get my therapy appointment, so it's like the pre-therapy. Right here. Oh, not all the way to the top, but it's ugly. I'm gonna put it up to the top anyway. And you can't stop me. Yeah, so I've got that in the morning, and then I think when I get home for around noontime, I'm gonna do some like pre-weekend cleaning of the house. So this weekend I can get some more work done, you know, so I really want to ride this productivity high. I feel like this week I've done, you know, a lot of half days. You know, so I'll either take the morning off or take the afternoon off and work in like the evening and then either the morning or afternoon or whatever. There we go. But yeah, so I'm like, since I've had, you know, a little bit of chill time this week, despite also being incredibly productive, I'm just like, the weekend I can do some more focusing on some stuff, and that will be so much better if I get a lot of tidying up done before then. I just want to make sure my room stays nice and fresh. I want to like give it a sweep all the main areas, give the bathroom a good clean, make sure everything in the kitchen's all ready for weekend cooking, because I've said this before, my younger sister likes to come hang out on the weekend, so you know, there's more plates and coffee cups and everything. Which I don't mind, but it must be dealt with. Boop, boop. More surface finish. Oh, I didn't do this. Wait, what needs surface finish? Bye. Don't tell me. I should have known. Hang on. Don't need it around here, do I? Because there was somewhere, it was like, there was a gap here, but it seems to be fine. It's accepted the paint. This is a color of green that I had on part of one of my walls in my old bedroom. I had this and then like a slightly darker shade of green. It's like an interesting pop of color or something. It ended up becoming my little reading nook. I did not mind that a bit. I also, I feel so good that I've been on a bit of a reading kick this week. I love whenever I can do that. I've got some like nice hardback collections of stories by like classical authors and things. And I gotta stop reading the kind of like foreword that's been written by some other guy at the beginning of the books, because it's usually, God, it sounds like they don't even like what they're writing about, and I'm like, you're just a waste of your English PhD, sir. I was complaining about this to one of my friends who has an English PhD. I'm like, you do good stuff with your English PhD. These guys, not so much. I know you want to kind of like set the scene of like, this is the kind of timeline they grew up in and might have inspired their works or anything like that, but like there's usually fun juicy gossip bits about the writers that they just skip over. Or one thing that was said was, I was reading like the H.G. Wells one, and the guy was like, oh, he probably would have hated to see that people were remembering him for these books instead of, you know, his, you know, things he did as an activist, rights activist? Yeah. And I was like, but making sci-fi fiction like that, sci-fi fiction isn't science fiction, is like an act act of, it's like it is part of, like, you know, it's you can't say it's not political when you create things like that, you know? It's absolutely crazy to me because, like, you know, a lot of times people will get into their political ideas through fiction. So it just kind of felt a little bit crazy to me. It's like, this is a tool of his other job as well, you know? It's crazy to think that he would hate the people remembering him for that when that is, like, the thing that will get through to more people than, you know, people doing speeches or whatever it might be. So it's just, like, it's making me feel so mad. Why did they put windows here? It means I can't put this nice sign here. You don't have, like, a nice fence. Ooh, if only you could go on there, that would be nice. That's just awkward. So you gotta go all the way up there. Line up. Yeah, there we go. I kinda hate it, but you know what? It's not my place. Just, you know, place for adults to watch the kids. Maybe not that close. You can watch from, like, over here. This is for people who are, like, sitting watching the kids, you know, and, like, there might be some who are just, like, standing here and being, like, waving. Yeah, reading books, I just gotta, like, skip over some of those things because I don't always agree with them. Yeah, I think that reading kick is what started me feeling like, yeah, I really feel like going through a lot of the art books that I have gathered and actually utilizing them. You know, it's had a little knock-on effect. What was... How high were you? You're right there, okay. I finally watched... It's been on my watch list for a while. One Piece Red, which was amazing and tragic. It was... God, it came out like 4 years ago. It came out in 2022, and I've waited this long to watch it. Just because, like, I really got to be in the right kind of mood to be watching new movies. Let's just double check around the back that it doesn't still have the playroom sign. Which would be weird, because like I say, they don't have a back door. Let's see. No, they do want it. Okay. I'm gonna put it right here, because it makes me feel good. There we go. Playroom. Okay, who's getting a bin? You get a bin. Bam. Yoink. You get a bin. Bam. Yoink. And all the way over here, you get a bin. I'm gonna regret putting these here because I gotta paint the walls. Okay, now that we know that anything that shows up while we're standing here does go on the back, I don't have to go back and forth. I can do all the backs of the buildings and then do the fronts. Paint by... Yoink. Ah, dang it. It always disconnects. There we go. That'll do. Oh yeah, talking to my friend on the phone, we were discussing some like fun 3D animations where people really mess with the jiggle physics. Like oh, what's the name? Noodle and Bun. And hang on, I'm gonna look up my phone. Oh look, I didn't start my timer, so I have no idea how long it is. Hang on a second. It's been about 24 minutes, so I'm just gonna start it off at 30 there, because I'm trying to keep this video to an hour, but if I keep blabbering in my mouth, we're never gonna get it done. But I forgot I was looking up something, so let's see. YouTube, please don't autoplay anything. Here we go. Alternate bizarre art. They just do like really weird 3D creatures in like back rooms. But I really enjoy that kind of stuff. Yeah, there we go. I've totally lost all my focus. But I just like, you know, I feel like whenever I talk about something that I've been enjoying, I should share the name. I'm just gonna sell this instead of like trying to carry it all the way through. Nice colors. Pick this up. Went over a little bit. That's fine. I can paint. Buy it. Put it down. Grab it. Just there. And just there. There we go. No problemo. Sell, and this place. Oh, why'd you need 2 for out here? It doesn't work well. It does work well if I put this here and then I go here. Slightly off. Let's bring this in a little bit. That's much better. Dynamic lighting. Ooh. 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 Very nice. Nothing else needed back here, so now you can go back. Okay, what do we need? Paint. Thank God you're not pissing about with tiles. Wait, are you? Are you pissing around with tiles? No, okay, you're just not painting down to the bottom, even though it's old and ugly. But hey, not my business. Not my shop to run. What if I just painted that anyway? I'll see how it looks. How they want it painted. And then, if I hate it, I can just paint over it. Reach. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, One Piece Red, love the songs. Now I can add all the songs in Japanese and in English to my Spotify. I was surprised to see that the English voice actor, and singer was a VTuber who I've seen around, and I was like, oh yeah, did you see who's this VTuber? And she was like, I can't believe you just referred to, I think she's like Amelie or something, as that VTuber. She's like been following her music career for a little bit longer, but I only really know her from funny videos of Monarch. Yeah, I'm definitely painting over this. But yeah, she does a really good job. It's almost like she's been singing for years or something. So yeah, I end up adding both the English and the Japanese to my Spotify. I always glad when I can add some more music on there. I feel like I'm not utilizing my Spotify to its fullest because, you know, I like listening to my old songs over and over and over again. Yoink. So, like, I maybe add, like, you know, 10 or so songs every year. How does this go on? Oh, there we go. Sure. This is like very nice looking stuff for the back of the store. It's not like we're expecting people walking along the back to come into these, but there are a few houses, so you might as well advertise, you know? Keep the community looking nice, I guess. I suppose. Paint by place. Yoink. Trying to see what else did I do with my week. I feel like I had something in mind to say. What could it have been? Out of paint, no! My vibes. Bring back my musical vibes, please. Nope. Oh. D&D. I was super worried last week that my new Rat Boy character was gonna die. He lived. He lived through his first, like, real battle encounter with the group. That was a lot of fun. He felt conflicted because he was fighting druids, but it wasn't long until he was just tearing them up. I say he was tearing them up. One of our guys took 3 of the 4 baddies out. So he was MVP that day. Pizza. You want a piece of this? I haven't had like a real good pizza in a minute. I just want bread and I want meat right now. I feel like I want to do the Pizzeria Top Garden absolutely last. You know? Is this for the top as well? This is for the side, it must be. See if that changes here. Okay, mostly the front. Okay. Scrubbing. Just got plenty of little bits to sell. Yeah, I don't think we'll be working a little bit on our own house today, but that's fine. I'm just really enjoying getting little bits of House Flipper done at a time. Makes me happy. I have the demo for one of their other games, Cozy Rama. I should do that. But man, playing other games, I have such a hard time because I want to keep my yammering for these videos. But it's so hard not to just have a gab during any videos I do outside of these. I just want to have a chit-chat all the time. I try to keep it focused. Oh yeah, I was looking at Moonlighter, and I thought the full game was out, but it's just the open access, early access even. You don't want me to sell those windows, do you? No. Okay. Anything else that needs to be sold? I'm just making sure it wasn't like any plants or anything, but I think we're good. Okay. No. Ends. Let me just double check that this is different from what shows up when I stand up here. Bum 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 bum. It is different. Okay, cool. Cool. So I don't have to like save furniture from down here to put up there. But it is the most furniture, so we'll do paint first. Bye. Yoink. And reach. There we go. And down. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, it's in, Moonlighter 2 is in early access, so I'm just like, I'd really like to play more of it, but I'm going to wait until it's on sale. Yep. And hopefully by that time, you know, maybe by the time it's next on sale, like the full game will be ready. Yeah. Across all the way. And slide. I didn't go grocery shopping last week. This is another reason why I'm like, I need to have my house tidy for the weekend, because I want to get some more learning done. But like my weekend feels packed already because it's when my family members who do the usual 9 to 5s are all in the house. usually they want to have a chit chat or something, or they're like, oh, let's all go shopping or whatever. So I do a lot of, like, my younger sister comes in, monopolizes the television, and she ends up probably cooking some meals with us, and we usually go shopping with her. And then Saturday I got D&D with the boys, and so it doesn't feel like my weekend's really my weekend, which is why I don't mind having a couple of half days during the week, just to get me by. Pizzeria. Get closer. Up a little bit. There we go. That's not centered. There we go. That's centered. Nice little takeaway counter there. God, pizza, coffee. There's this farm place that does pizza and ice cream. Not near where I live, but like relatively near to the city, I guess. My sister loves going for their ice cream. I like their pizza. I could go for some of that, maybe. Maybe so. You need 4 of these down here. 4, really? I could put some on the side. Really guide people around. Yeah, because there's this other doorway here. This is a night, it's a beautiful night, and they call it Bella Noche. Yoink. Yoink. Nice, nice, nice. So clean. Really nice and satisfying. Once again, we got 10 billion plants. I'm gonna put these out to the edges. Or should I put them like here and here? Okay, if I'm gonna put them, I gotta centralize them. Oh, there we go. Right. Wait. There, that's perfect. Right, you need to come forward a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, big bushy plants. And yeah. Making me kind of wish that, like, there was an option for a bed here so that I could sleep, turn it into night, and we could see how this looks at nighttime. That's maybe, like, a little intense. But there's certainly not room for big plants like that around the side here. But I think they're even big for the corner. What if I move these up? Close to the corners. Okay, that's entirely off. So up a little bit and out a little bit. There we go. That's better. And shift these guys back. Put it right there. Okay, that feels there. That feels a little less intense. Put it right in the center of that. There we go. That feels better. That doesn't feel so intense. Also, I feel like, you know, just asking for you to come and, like, knock it over and trip over it and all that. Best keep the pathway as clear as possible. Okay. What else is coming down here? More plant pots. But these ones we're gonna put... I wanted to put them either side of the store, but there's really not, like, space for that. What if we put them... Oh, you don't get to go too far out here, do you? This could be cute. This could be cute. Turn around a little bit so they're slightly different. I think that's kind of adorable. Shame I can't, like, walk further away to look back on it. My goodness. Coffee table, okay. Really expecting a lot out of this. This is... God, God, so much is being requested here. But hang on. I might have an idea. If I put this here and I put this here, put this there, and I grab you, put you there. Okay, maybe you want to move all these over just a little bit. Bring this over here, bring this over here, bring you 2 chairs over a little bit more. Oh yeah. Now this is feeling like we're at a hotel location. Very nice, very snazzy. Please another coffee table. How far can we go here? Okay, cool. We can go all the way to here. Oh god, but now it's making me wanna... like, put that there. Ah, Christ. Kind of like that with the corner. Okay, which means I gotta... How far over can I take these? Pretty far, okay. Let's see if this gives us a bit more room. Is everyone comfortable sharing an umbrella? Surprised you're not trying to make me shove 2 of those in here. Forward a little bit. Still a bit of a tight squeeze. There we go. Put you there. Put you there. There we go. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. It's a cute little curve. Beautiful. Okay. Now, for this. You want to eat out on the patio? We can do that for you. God, again with the... We're just gonna put it... 3 tables? Are you nuts? Please tell me... Wait, let me look up here again just to double check. Because, like, God, it's getting insane. That's so much. Where's my time at? 11 minutes. Cool, cool, cool. Love that. Let's full screen that. 10 minutes and counting. 10 minutes 58. I still want all these up here. And I gotta do the floor. Okay. Is this to sell also? Alright, cool. Just a little bit more stuff there. Yeah. Just jump to our deaths. Get this job done real quick. How am I supposed to three freaking tables out here? It's crazy. Look, it doesn't want to go any further than that. That is as far as I can put a table. I need to put like several chairs around it. It doesn't look like I have... There's like, we could put it in front of the chairs, so that's just gonna be extra awkward. And I feel like putting it over here makes you feel really secluded. But actually... Okay, no, let's bring all these tables over here. Actually... Yes. Okay. Yeah, I wish we could have mowed the grass around here a bit. Go. Move this over a little bit. Boom. Boom. Okay. That's too far back. Try and keep these tables somewhat in line-ish. And another one, of course. No, we need 4 tables. Okay, let me try and stagger these a little bit. One over here right by the tree. One over here by... there. You over here. And you... over here. This needs to be over here a bit more. Like I say, I want to make it feel like you got plenty of space as like guest or server to walk in between the tables. Freaking so many chairs. Could have put 2 tables together and made one long one. That's something to consider for inside, maybe. Yeah, let me just see how many chairs I really need. 6, 7. We have 5 more. 4, 3. You're also going to be a 4. Well, this is delightful and all. Okay, we will leave the top floor until we have done the rest. This should be nice and simple. Why? Ice cream display outside. Okay, cool, cool. I can deal. Do we want this down here? No, we want it up. It's simple, but it works. Consider up for you. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You guys even Stevens? You're pretty even Stevens. Again with the awkward numbers. 3. Okay, is this something that's gonna go like over here? Or is it something that is like gonna be out of it? With someone manning. What do you mean you don't want to stand there? You know, for people who are just like wanting a little something. It's so ugly. It's so ugly. That right in the corner. There's a stool. One weird stool. Let's just start pulling things out and see what I'm left with. 3 plant pots. Unbelievable. This is what I'm dealing with. Where am I supposed to put you, huh? Put that there. Works fine. I heckin' suppose. In there, boom. There. Very cute indeed. I've totally lost any train of thought I might have had. It's gone. I mean, I'm having a super chill time. What are you talking about? Again, with like 6 chairs, that's so much. Come on. Get right in there. 1. 3 little chairs. 1, 2, 3. Very easily order a dessert from next door to go with your pizza stuff. How far back can I bring these? I want to bring this over a little bit more. It's not like people are going to be queuing here. They're going to come up here to queue. There's only so much I can be customer conscientious, you know? Before I end up losing my mind. What if... Please. Come on. That would have been nice. I'll live. I suppose I can live with this semi-cute place. Let's close the doors. Keep these nice and secure. God, I really want to fill up the display case with cakes, but also I would like this video to not be an hour and a half long. That's just gonna be a quick one where we clean up a little bit. Stupid. Did I say I was very relaxed at the beginning of this video? I still am. I'm just getting myself, you know, worked up over imaginary, time constraints that I've made for myself. Ah, God, but this job was stressful. Close the door. Forget about you. Paint. Yoink. Surface finish. Bye. We're going orange creamsicle. Yeah, I was feeling very summery today because I was like, some of the things I was reading were mentioning barbecues, and I'd seen some, old summer drinks hacks going around YouTube. And it's nowhere near summer. We still got spring to get through. You know, I'm like, winter's still very much upon us, and I have no trust. I'm sure we're gonna get more snow or something. But I'm like, I'm ready for some sunny flavors. I really want barbecue. I want meat. I want so much meat. Get in. Yep. Yep. Did I miss tiles meant to go up there? Let's see if I go. Yeah. Service finishes. Yeah. I'll get this finished. I will. I'll fix that. I will get it edited while I have my supper tonight, which is not the most healthy supper that I've got going on. I'm going to be having just like cereal. I can't be asked with real food right now. And I'm like, any eating's better than nothing. So at least I'm gonna have like fat, sugar, fibers, iron. Like I say, it's still winter, so I'm gonna have a hot milk. It's like a nice little treat for me. I'll feel like real food tomorrow. Boom. Nice. But yeah, that while I try and get this video edited tonight so I can have it uploaded to YouTube by tomorrow. Worry about a thumbnail after my therapy session tomorrow. Do cleaning then, but for tonight, finish this video, edit it, and then get cozy in bed. Oh good, more bikes. Just what we needed. There we go. This is making it feel so much nicer for it to have this nice decorated outside. You know, it made the inside feel a little bit weird, but now we're feeling good. These are yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, but no, There we go. Much better. Let's see. Couple of Rosie's cozy awnings. One here. And one there. Beautiful. Just one nice lone chair. That's what I like to see around here. None of this crazy bullshit. God, this would literally be such a nice place, so this is great. Like, what if we put them sideways? But we don't have a lot of space for that. That's fine. I can have a little bit of fun display as a treat. Like I say, I've been customer conscientious enough. Let's move this back a little bit. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Look at this stuff. Look at this. We'll go for another, like, round around them in a little tour in a bit. Hang on, what is this one? Yeah. Making life difficult for myself, as usual. Why are they still lighting up? Surface finish. No! How could you do this to me? Yep. that's this one. Go through here. What are you needing? Hitting E instead of tab. Another. Whoa. No, no, no. I was about to finish the job. There's another one there. Move forward a little bit. Yeah, sure. Maybe I put the bike on the ceiling. That's really gonna decorate it. No. No, no, no. Okay, no. With that. Okay, we got pizzeria roof. It'll be done. We can tour around the place. We can see the before and after photos. It's gonna look great. Scrub-dub-a-dub-a-dub. But yeah, the weekend is upon us. It's time to chill. You know, even though I say I'm gonna be doing like lots of chores and being really productive, it's gonna be in a very relaxed manner. You know, that's why I got to do the cleaning, you know, so that I can just, you know, get on with things. Ooh, I remembered something else I was gonna say. I got one of my long waiting sewing projects done. I had a backpack pass through to me where it was weird, like the actual straps of it were not coming off the bag, but the straps themselves were like coming apart at the seams, and there was like plastic, and it was like plastic glued to the outer fabric. So I was like, my sewing machine needles are gonna break if I attempt something with this. So I was like, I'm gonna have to hand sew this. It's gonna be a but hang on. Haha. I luckily already had purchased upholstery needles, very thick needles, and like various like curved needles came in the set as well, because I was trying to work with some thick fabrics for a previous project of mine, and they were perfect for this. So it was actually while I was doing that like super long phone call with my friend, just like a nice catch up with her, I was like sitting gabbing and sitting stabbing. Whoa, look at that. You don't have to go up and down, left and right. That felt very weird though. Whoa. Oh, now it's stuck there. How did I do that? Whoa. Whoa. We need more. Not that. Well, actually, yes, I can do that, and then I can do this, and I can do this, and then I can do that. But yeah, I was throughout the phone call, managed to get that job done, and I picked out a few other projects to work on, maybe over the weekend between me getting everything else done. I'm excited to just like get out of the way. You know, because I've put at the top of the pile a lot of projects for other people I live with. You know, they're like, oh, you can fix this thing for me. And I've just, like, blocked off all the fun projects I want to work on for myself, burying them underneath those. So I'm just like, I'm gonna get through these, and then I can have all my projects free. And, you know, I can get back into the swing of things, just practicing on everybody else's stuff and put the real work in on mine. It's all part of my ploy. Oh, now it's giving us 3 stars saying you can just go now, but no, no. We are committed. I am out of tiles. Almost. But I don't think this will cover it. Yeah, there it is. So, bye, place. Yoink. Yeah. Like I say, this like month, now that like all the Christmas and New Year stuff feels like it's behind us, I'm like ready to get into the productivity of this year. I'm so like rah. It's good vibes. Big old parasols. Just buy all the furniture and then we'll place it once we've got it out. Again, with the big sofas that are trying to destroy me. But these sofas being the same as the other, what was it, the patisserie ones, makes me feel like, you know, the family managed to get a lot from maybe some kind of ex-office furniture sale or something. How many of these did I need? Well, I'll put down 2. 4 of these. 1, 2. Okay, let's try and figure out what we're gonna do here. I feel like we have some nice backgrounds. We can bring this over a little bit. There we go. Just so they're not exactly all the way over there. 2. I feel bad knowing that I'm gonna put these in front of these because I feel like it would be nice to have these with, you know, nothing in front of them for you to see all the way to the beach. Should have these like set out like cinema chairs, all facing the same direction. Oh, they're really blocking up over here, so maybe bring these over. These definitely gotta be closest over here, so let's grab these. Do similar to what we did downstairs. Where these are kind of next to each other, but they have this table. Beautiful. This has been really fun, this job, but I'm excited to see, you know, what the next one's gonna be. Yeah. There we go. Good enough. Don't worry, people can totally fit in around here. See that there. Again, it's feeling kind of crowded because, you know, it's not the best for people to maneuver. If you want to get to those bits over there, you have got to hope that people don't mind you clambering over their feet over here. Why doesn't this want to go anywhere? Oh, because of you. Suppose I could just like kind of put these here. And come on. Here. It's very cozy. I very much imagine the families coming up here after work, maybe having a drink or going home. And then these, I can put this here, this here, and this here. There we go. Just a little bit. There we go. Nice in between them. Look at this. This is nice. Y'all are just gonna have to put up with like having to struggle to walk past here because I am done so. Done solo. That was shit. Yeah, man. Here we go. Very happy with that. Let's do one more round around the place. Come down here. Look at these beautiful chairs. Look at this beautiful building. close doors behind us. Look at all this. So ready. Get this flashlight off. It feels weird. There's some lights in here. Nope. There we go. Get some lights on. I can't reach that. I guess I don't get to turn that light on. Beautiful. Lovely beige station. Get out of here. Close this door. Quick skim by these. Look at this. Get some gelato. Not a big fan of gelato, but you know. It's not, but you know, can't please everybody. I'm sure there'll be something in the patisserie I'll like. Beautiful. Look at this. Look at all these fun things you can buy. Ah, it's been a fun little bit. Look at this. Nice. Just needs to have the walls covered in, like, kids' pictures. Okay. Let's come out here. I don't know. I'm trying to, like, see where's, like, a good place for me to maybe get a thumbnail for this video, but who knows what it's gonna be. Maybe the pizzeria? Just like a nice little thoroughfare scene, but you know, I got things blocking the way. It's fine. I'll live. We're done. We're done. I'm going. I'm doing it. Watch me. Watch me. I'm finishing. Shift and enter. Let's see this before and afters. Okay. Beautiful photos. Come on. Look at that. Look at that. Totally transformed. Ah. Beautiful. Unrecognizable. Very orange creamsicle and peaches. Wow. So shiny. Although we mourn the loss of the game store. Not the greatest view. See, now that's a good view. Look at the house. Look at the little toy house sitting in the middle there. That is nice. Save photos. Ah, just happy. What do you think? We love it. Everything looks perfect. Rita is stunned by your work, which is rare. She's demanding. Great to hear that. You got free pizza for life. Oh my god, yes. Now this is the kind of customer relationship I like. Okay, more like the first 3 pizzas. That's fine. Hey, free pizzas is fine. Three free pizzas is good by me. Millionaire. Yay, look at that. We're a millionaire. We could maybe buy another house. Like, I know video's ending, and we don't have time for me to, like, decorate in here, although, god, I really want to. Look at this, we haven't seen you in a while. We haven't seen any of our fireplaces in a minute. We're not gonna stop. I know it's, like, tradition to stop by the fireplaces, but, you know, we don't be constrained. I want to just look in here. Ooh. Let's not look at jobs. Let's not distract myself. I gotta turn off for the night. But I would like to look. Ooh. Lavender House. Old Marketplace. Very Merry House. What are we thinking? It's hard to pick. Like, it'd be nice to pick something to work on. But, like, we have our own house. That's just Pinnacle Servers. Okay. Okay, we can work on, ooh. Okay, okay. Ooh. This could be a very big one. This looks like it's based on, the house, you know, or, like, the physiotherapist lady or something. That could be nice, but that's like a lot of our— oh no, I almost kind of forgot. Okay, I say I forgot. We've been spending silly amounts of money. Let's focus on this house. Let's not go buying new houses. Let's just focus on jobs and our own house. I really do like this light. I don't love the exposed beams in the living room. We might change that up. But let's sit down. It's nice to just say goodbye. I'm not gonna turn on the TV and risk getting a strike. Actually, I do want to. Not that one. I was like, can I change the channel? Maybe there's a different show on. I'm really just putting this off at this point. I should just say goodbye. Thank you so much for seeing this series through as far as you have. This was a fun little bit. I can't wait to work on more. As always, you know, go see what else is new on my channel. Lots of fun in other videos. It was good to just talk about my week as always. And I'm just gonna, okay, that's it. I can't keep saying things. I gotta go. I gotta leave. I gotta get on with my night. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep having fun. Alright, that's it. Good night. Goodbye. See you next week.